Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
they aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, we can upgrade your roster immediately.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Fires complete on the crosser, and he's dragged down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. They're going back to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season.
Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Northwestern right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Thompson wants to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tillman. Quick step and go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Floating away. Unloads to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stands, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Thompson to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Gets it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Tillman. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man down the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Suggs.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Tillman. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running into the open space. Drills him with the stiff arm. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is the top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are.
Turning it on! He's got 93 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Trying to get it to the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. You can't have any more of those turnovers.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Oh, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here we go. Gonna run it. It's Frazier.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. got it in the middle. It's Gideon. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Now on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Smashes ahead. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Woods.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best player.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And his first throw here is incomplete. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Breaks the tackle. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's go. They believe they can run right here. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. On the option, he'll pitch it. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The give to the back. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Wolverines will snap it on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, the power run here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 28 to UCLA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Soto. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We've reached the end of the period and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So here comes the Michigan offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gideon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Leads it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. The give on the inside. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a 1st down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The give as they work on that clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Pound 55 weak.
The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The give to the back. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking.
to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Got it behind the line. It's Murphy. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Tillman. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Short completion, say.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
about this offensive line. 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Using the quick game. Turning it on! Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough space. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
On the play.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
That's a good-looking run right there, and I'll tell you, the quarterback running the option, that's a play that would make Tom Osborne, the old great Nebraska head coach, proud. Great job decision-making to keep the football, and then once he keeps it, look at the speed, look at the moves this guy has. It's remarkable. He is a weapon, but this defense has to find a way to slow down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Murphy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Gideon. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Gets away from one, finds room. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Give to the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Hand off from the shotgun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete on the right side. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And he'll be brought down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with the field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it.
Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Bringing the heat. Powers through the defender. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Finds his tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this...
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
42, Spider. Check out.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Shoots his way for more. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Clinton. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it. They pick up the 1st.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Griffin. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Oliver. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 85 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the... The officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what... There he goes! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it going on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over. Over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gets open down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turning on the Jets. He's at... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown. Nebraska. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly.
Turning it on. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cutler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Other scores from around the country.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hauls it in. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Oliver. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down.
29 Phillips, and go.
needs it to keep this drive alive. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Run it with the fullback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.